good morning-ish. Depends on where you are. I mean, it's 11:30. It's not really, that's West Coast time, so it's mid-afternoon, East Coast. Truth and perspective, they fluctuate, right? I mean, my truth, if I'm in a situation with another person, it's my truth, my perspective of what's going on, what their perspective is that's going on, and the totality of what really is going on. So there's three perspectives or three truths. And I love how that can change in the future depending on the individual, whether they uncover, discover, and discard through work on themselves, or just sometimes that just happens, that you just grow up and you're like, wait a second, what went down in that situation is not exactly what I told everybody went down. And then the human mind is so resilient and amazing that it will suppress certain situations because it can't handle it at the time. You see what you see when you see it, you know, like, I love that. I love it, and it you know, it makes me frustrated too, because I just want to know the truth for all it's worth right now. Like, download it to me right now. But the truth of that statement is my head might explode, or I might not be able to handle it. Consciousness, I'm like back there in like my internet like wormhole, looking at all these things about shamans and stuff like that. But truth has always amazed me, and perspective has always amazed me, because I've gone on my own little journeys of that, you know, before I got clean. And even since I've gotten clean, because through meditation is like the slower version of checking out that consciousness state. It's not, you know, using hallucinogens and drugs is like getting on, you know, high-speed internet. You zoomed up there, and you don't necessarily know what you're going to confront. You're just going so quickly. And meditation and prayer and other forms of that slower work is like dial-up. And sometimes the connection's good, and sometimes it's not. And then there's other people that I have, like, you know, that spiritual envy, that are connected at such an easy, you know, the veil between, you know, this consciousness that we've agreed upon and then maybe this next state is very thin, and they can plug into something bigger. That's pretty awesome too. Back to, I've had a little bit of coffee. Truth and perspective. I know a lot of people, and myself included, that I was not willing to see certain truths for what they were when I was younger. And as I got older, my heart opened, my mind opened, or I just became more willing to see the truth for what it was. And, you know, I've been that individual that was like, no, I was a victim here, and then like I got older, I was like, oh wow, no, I had a full part in all of that stuff. So maturity and growth as individuals and as human beings certainly plays a part in that. And then also the willingness to seek that stuff out yourself. It just kind of amazes me, that the whole concept. Consciousness. I don't know, I'm babbling. I don't know, it was like, oh, truth and perspective, so amazing. But it helps me also with the compassion of situations. I can see that I'm not the only one in this situation, that there's more than one perspective, and it opens my heart up for like different people's viewpoints, and it opens my mind up for different people's inputs. I don't agree with a lot of people, but okay, you can have your idea of what your truth is, and I'll have mine, and I will go on my merry way. And we don't have to hang out, or we can hang out and just agree to disagree. So, happy Sunday.